get spent. I got 2 B's on my bosses and a granted immunity, still didn't tell. Skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Under the bed, screaming, rock me, kid. I put water on my head and she couple ox played. Then they still got I done, but it still ain't. Reason I use my line is cause she
I've been getting it since a toddler, I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto, handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm Montana, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the in my fridge.
I don't know. My loss is head. Try to run, try to fly, try to flow. Channels on top of the dress. Baby, you done it, play us up. Gotta watch how you address us. Playing no games, no dress up. I got an idea. That shit wild night in my hood, y'all getting right here. Got me award nominated before me and shit. Let straight before me and shit. That's a minor law talking to the fuck ordinance. I suppose maybe that's what life is. Hey man, you ease up, ooh yeah, please up, who cares, who there, do what, wake up. We want heads up, hey you, system, hey you, they too, yeah you a bad, do the dance, you a ball, get low, not need, boy please, what up, you next, two go, who's that, ring, your number, bling, talk it up, who vote. I suppose.
Shit, no, from the north, it ain't Santa Claus. Brought my gifts to Atlanta, I'm Atlanta Claus. We getting to the bread, trying to keep loud, but they ain't working. My circle on fire like a circus now. Around the same I've been around, so of course I endorse my from the north side. It's a steam team, got port side. Get it to do it. Of course I gotta push my opinion on it when you all back.
Bro, that groovy. Hey.
Pull strings like a quick talk, G-star jeans on my sneakers. I'm a real soulful, color greens inside your speakers. Ferguson days on Castro, wasn't no cash flow, but I'm good for the arts, I'm Dr. Shows. I'm good for your heart, let me snatch your soul.
Yeah, hey, look at what do for the cash and tape. They'll be right across your head like it's Ash Wednesday. You got told, just get off your like your this fake. You can't sit, and if we ain't siblings, then I can't relate. Today, I'm 8'6", I run. I got it jumping like Pompeii. I don't need nothing but one take. I'm from the part of the city where you keep 'em like 1+8. Our politician. We do it like a small town wager. I'm the dropout major. Success stories I favor. Used to cover my scars out here trying to cover the fader. Yeah, Pro Tools, knobs and the faders. Tell assalamu alaikum. You ain't bout static like AM radio. Ain't even playing. I put my heart in my all in my art. I'm alternate. All of them are the same. It's harder to tell them apart some days. I thought I'd call them out all together rather than waste the amount of bars it'll take for me to call them out by name. Caught a glimpse of the alternate world I've introduced to you via the studio. Got them studying on mixtape. I'm from the hood like my mama, put that on my mama. I laid the law down like Parliament, all just with a pen and page. can't be everything to everybody. I wanna be your lover, your best friend, your Batman, Spider-Man, fight to pilot, now your rivals in. I wanna you to be the one to heal you up. I wanna be the one to on nights when you need to cheer you up. I wanna be the one to build you up. A wall worth $5 billion to keep out the rah-rah and the blah blah blah. So nobody try to steal your thunder, pull you under, toss my out, Royal Rumble. We done moved out to the boom. Built a big house, there he wonders how some weather. Along the way he went from Huey to Eddie Munster. I've been so disconnected, my perspective is ignorant. When you rich, don't wanna correct you. Say something crazy, they won't interject. Do every you want, they gon' let you. Dangerous when there's nobody to check you. I be having to check myself. Stop hoarding that money, you know you got plenty. I be having to spread my wealth. I used to be at the crib myself, 7 years old, off a Red Boulevard where they gon' stand on the corner, one hand. Then they ran when there go the laws. And I packed up a bag and I up north on the path of a star. And I ran into you like I met you before. Now me and you going half from the boys sing.
Hugging the block all day. I had nowhere to go. She gave me a place to stay. She gave me a heart to hold. I still got it to this day. She riding with me on the road. She riding with me in the A. Hugging the block, okay. She gave me the gift for my son. And plus we got one on the way. She gave me a family to love, but that I can never repay. I'm crying while writing these words. The tears, they feel good on my face. Hey. And yesterday could feel just like a waste, yeah. If I don't love you, I'm supposed to. And yesterday could feel just like a waste, yeah. If I don't love you, I'm supposed to.
Doctor told me I should rest, but I ain't gon' never ever quit. I like girls that, yeah, in jeans that'll never ever fit. Yeah, top down, yeah. And I'm rolling through the city, yeah. Watch out, on the run, deputy out to get me, yeah. Top down, and I'm rolling through the city.
Ain't really talking about nothing. No. Say you 25 when you really 32, baby, gon' stop friend. When the club cost stack, you ain't even got 900. Been 10 with the bus down the ring, got my whole thing, My day, you put it together on that white jet like Costello. I don't check emails, better be texting. CC me, you talking reckless, pinky toe yellow, foot on the pedal. My be devil, that's vroom, 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 skirt. They won't catch us never. Beyonce, my halo, my angel, my come through with the do, man, I'm telling you. I got the heart of a dragon. I'm living like I imagine. World is mine, no asking. The world is mine, I'm now. Top down, yeah. And I'm rolling through the city, yeah. Watch out, on the run, deputy out to get me, yeah. Top down, and I'm rolling through the city, yeah. Watch out, on the run, deputy out to get me,
I don't waste time on the phone like that, and I stay leaving texts on red. I had a minute at home, I ran into a fling, but I can't really call her my ex. She said, I see you, I know you've been working, little daddy, you look like you getting to the check. I know you focus on work, but I can't help but notice you can't talk about nothing else. What about you? How's your mental? How do you cope with what you been through? How's your tempo? Who in your life are you really close to? I was like, space left blank, plenty of fish in the sea, but nobody with a shark in the tank. Stayed on my mind later watching the whip, see my reflection is all in the paint. Head back top, bumming that Franco shit. When I pull up, ride with the pack, but I don't get caught. Been through it all, I'm no stranger to loss. Richard Olivia, so I'ma do it for y'all. I don't rap, I just say what's on my heart.
Top down, yeah. And I'm rolling through the city, yeah. Watch out, on the run, deputy out to get me, yeah. Top down.
We are live live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in L.A. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Clippers.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Outside, George. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George looking around. Takes it inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Inside, here's Bogdanovich. Comes up empty down low.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Driving inside. It's hauled in by George. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a three-point game. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers missing. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Jackson. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. Oh, he misses the dunk. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mitchell. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Conley with it. Guarded now by Jackson. To the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Out to Conley. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
He wasn't a burger chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
And boy, their offense becomes all the more efficient when Bledsoe is knocking those down. And it just opens up the passing lanes for him as well. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
pass to Gay. It's blocked. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Kennard. Now Bledsoe, covered by Conley. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Bledsoe.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Another miss by Utah. 3 seconds left. Misses the layup. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Mann. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Mann's got himself on the board with 3 there. Gay left side. Out to Conley. He gets that one. Conley's got 5 now. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
That was your Clippers Spirit Dance Team. Make some noise.
The Clippers in the lead. The drive by Jackson. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Mitchell outside. Has to go Gobert. Clarkson outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here are the Clippers now.
You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
Mitchell looking it over. Right wing. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
In the corner, George with it. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Charge to Jack.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
Now, here is George. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. 4 on the shot clock. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Mitchell takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
A shot blocking man of the world. Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages. Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Gobert can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 7. Jackson looking around. Pass to Leonard. Jackson down low. Tries again. No good off the back of the rim.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Back to Mitchell. Count that one.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 6 points.
More than just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell is crafty at getting it done inside too.
The shot by George, no good. Jazz trailed by 5. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. And George had good stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on the screen.
Here's Mitchell. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And it's Utah's ball. They trail by 7.
Well, with Zubac's on the floor, you know what you'll get. He gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
Back to Leonard. Driving in. Outside for Jackson. Now George. 7 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for LA.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Jazz trailed by 7. Here's Conley. That shot misses. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Leonard looking over the floor. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Outside, George. Stolen by Mitchell. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Rudy Gobert.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Give him a hand there. That's your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Bledsoe with Conley picks him up. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But, Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And, Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
Utah calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. DA, thanks. Now, here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot's good by Bledsoe. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And sometimes it really seems Bledsoe is better finishing through contact, almost like he enjoys the challenge.
Here's O'Neal. Back to Conley. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bledsoe. Here's Mann. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead. Conley into the lane. And the layup's good off the glass. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Outside for Batum. Here's Mann. And there's the drive. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
We've seen steady improvement in Mitchell's 3-point shot. He's a legit threat from deep.
Here's Kennard. Gobert with the block. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A floater. The shot by Mitchell, no good. At the elbow, Batum. Pass to Mann. Nails the 16-footer. 8 points for him.
Nicholas Batum, dropping back.
Stolen away. To the middle. Out to the right wing. 2 on the clock. Off target with that shot.
We know he likes to block shots. But
and we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top. Up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. It's George on the wing. Back to Jackson. Here's George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal foul.
And we all know George brings
defensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Utah calls timeout. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
First free throw is good. And, Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why, Kevin, has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
Outside Leonard. Releases from 15. Misses off the left iron.
It could be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Utah calls timeout.
And one thing I love about Royce O'Neal is how decisive he is with the ball. When he catches, it's a quick decision, shoot, drive, or swing it.
And I also love how he attacks closeouts. Sometimes he's in motion, GA, before the pass even hits his hands. And once his feet are in the paint, he's an underrated decision maker.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Down low. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. Launches it. Rebounded by the Jazz. Over in the corner, Conley. Outside, Bogdanovic. To the inside. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't miss much on the court. Mitchell's awareness helps him execute in the pick and roll.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Pass to Leonard. Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of this game.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Outside Leonard. Over O'Neal. And it's Leonard missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
The drive by Mitchell. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here's Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Out left to the wing. Outside, George. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Over in the corner, Conley. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Oh, he made it!
He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
Wow. Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
One of the greatest shots you'll ever see. The 3 with nothing but zeros left on the clock.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every